There's a quote from Brene Brown where she says, we beg men to let us in. We want them to be vulnerable. But the moment that they are, we can't stomach it. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I think there's also an interesting element of like, why is this happening for men? But also what are women doing? And I think in some ways, generalizations here, it's like, oh, I want them to be more open, but we actually still want them to be like, quote unquote, masculine and strong.
Where are the men that like mid looking black women? Because yes, most black women are drop dead gorgeous, but then there's black women that look like me that aren't drop dead gorgeous. We still need love though. I've been single for 16 years. 16 fucking years, you guys.
Honestly, and I'm probably going to get eaten alive for saying this, I feel like a lot of women have forgotten their place. And we live in this inverted world. And I feel we got stuck in this whole feminism thing. Feminism is a scam. And now it's like trying to undo. It is. Feminism, I don't care what anybody says. Yes, we are equal in value, but we are not equal in traits. We are different. Men and women are different.
I agree with that.
And I'm so sick and tired of why are we fighting to be something that we're not? I am not a man. I will never be a man. And for those of you that make that decision, I love that for you. Period. But there are certain things that are just, y'all are stronger than we are. We are more detail oriented than you are. There are certain traits that we naturally got from God based on the gender that we are. And it's all based on survival. It's all based on human nature. And so I feel like a lot of women, not all women, but most women have forgotten their place.
Within themselves,
within the order of family, within the order, even like with God. If you just want to start blanketing statements, like, now this is the thing. If you are a masculine woman, that's fine. But stop acting like you're feminine. If you want to be a boss, babe, I don't need no man. You go do you, boo. But stop teaching that that's the answer. Because I'm sick and tired of this divide of the family. I'm sick and tired of now good men, like, and I'm listening to like stories, right? Good men are getting lazy in dating. They're getting lazy in the pursuit because women are making either everything too easy or they're too hands off. So now what's the point in even trying to date a woman when you're the man that you want me to be?
Well, they're hard to deal with. And they call it intimidating. At this point, I don't care what you call it. I don't care if you call me a coward, lazy, not a man, not masculine, not an alpha. I don't care. Whatever you call me, I'm not dealing with you. You got a problem. I told you you got a problem. You don't want to fix it. Get out of my face.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
What I find corny is my preference is not my women. Now, I thought it was I'm not dating my women, period, which is the corniest human being outside of a criminal to me, period.
Akash only dates brown. Akash has been with one girl in his life who is his wife.
That's my wife. That's an Indian woman.
So this is like loyal through and through.
Okay. Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. I was I'm living my best life in these white boy frat houses.
I'm actively trying to have an orgy.
And man, by no means, y'all know this, am I a fan of Myron Gaines or the Fresh and Fit nonsense. But I don't know nothing about their situation. I don't know why they beefing, bro. But if that is your wife and you did like kind of boast about the fact that she was the only woman you had been with and she's so loyal to you and yada, yada, yada. And then for her to come out on the internet knowing you have bolstered her up that way, putting her up there like that, and then to purposefully, I wouldn't say purposefully, but she came on the internet knowing that and embarrassed you in that way. And then Akash might be like, well, I don't really care about her past, yada, yada. That's cool. That's, that's fine. But she doesn't have to broadcast that knowing how you've spoken about her online. Like there's another clip on here how she's talking about playing DJ on herself. And her friend's like, well, I don't really watch Korn when I play DJ on myself. I just think about my husband. And her response to that was, I could never do that. You couldn't. Why would you embarrass this is the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen. Why would you embarrass your husband like that? One, talking on the internet about how he used to thought around at white frat boy parties when he's got on the internet and says he only dates brown women. And you go and immediately embarrass him by saying, I was popping cooch for white boys in frat houses. It then said, you're looking to have an orgy while your husband is the only, while you're the only woman your husband has been with. And then saying that you could never think of your husband while playing DJ on yourself. Like, oh my gosh.
Honestly and truly, I do believe for a lot of these women, it would behoove them just to be quiet. I mean, as y'all know, that article that said that having a boyfriend is, what is it, a humiliation ritual, or it's embarrassing? And then modern women get out here and they start talking like this. You know, that saying to where parents are like, you know, my kid would never. And as soon as I say they would never, there goes my kid doing the exact same thing that I said that they wouldn't do. I feel like that's modern women today.
A man with money is expected to share, but a woman with money is told she doesn't need a man. Same income, totally different rules. Let me explain before you get mad. In our culture, men are taught from day one that if they're not earning, they're failing. If they can't provide, they're not real men. If they don't pick up the check, they're broke or stingy. A man's value is often reduced to his financial output. Now flip the script. When women become successful, we don't expect them to carry anybody. In fact, we celebrate it as a form of freedom. Yes, queen, you're independent. She doesn't need a man. He's expected to provide, but she's expected to escape. Because if we really want partnership, then we need to stop placing all the financial burden on one side while celebrating freedom on the other.
Oh, damn.
What?
We ran into a little issue.
What?
I left my wallet.
What?
I left my wallet.
Your wallet?
I left my wallet at home, yeah. So either we gonna get back there and wash dishes, or, you know what I'm saying, you can pay for it real quick.
Me?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, you. Who else? The chicken you chewing on?
Pay for all this? You got 5 things. You didn't even touch your fries.
Come on, I just took you out. You know I'm good for it. You know I got you.
Hey, bud.
Come on, it ain't nothing. It might be like $200.
See, this is why you choose your partner wisely. Because she just showing selfish, fake entitlement. No type of partnership at all. Just bad energy.
You got salmon.
Yeah. It might be like $200. Nothing crazy.
$200?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not paying that.
I got you.
You better call somebody to come bring your wallet. I'm not paying that.
What are you talking about? We drove an hour away to this restaurant.
Oh, so now she the food police because he forgot his wallet. See, this shit should never even been a conversation. It should have been a simple answer. That's okay, babe. I got it.
When we try to compete with each other on a physical level, there's always going to be somebody that has something we don't have. That's why you have to have more than just physical, because there's always going to be somebody that has something you don't have. That's why I advocate for women to absolutely have you. What are your thoughts like? What else do you bring to a table besides how you look? You can't be just pretty. Pretty is replaceable. Pretty is easy to replace.
I mean, but why do we even have to advocate for that? It seemed like years ago, you just were. You didn't have to advocate for a person to do what they were actually supposed to be doing. I mean, but somehow modern women have digressed. And so now they're thinking, for some reason, if they pay their own bills, they have a car, they have a house, they're doing something that's fantastic. That's exceeding expectations. But if a man were to have the same thing, and if the man were to get her flowers or open the door, then that's the bare minimum. They don't seem to apply the bare minimum to themselves, but they do to everyone around them, specifically men. And it's really a weird concept.
Always expect a woman to betray you. Not because they're bad, but because their loyalty belongs to their feelings. The second she feels off, she's gone. The second her emotions shift, you're a stranger. You think she left you because you messed up? She left because your fantasy expired. You stopped giving her that high that she imagined. Women don't love you. They love the version of you that they created in their own emotions. And when that feeling dies, so do you.
This is exactly the type of woman I have been warning you about. Stay far, far away. Flesh and bone, she crawled out of the gutter and into my inbox with this masterpiece while following me at the same time. You cannot make this shit up. Here's what she sent me. You're chopped as hell, and you're thirsty as desperate for male attention and validation. Use some sunscreen or get some Botox. Do you even have any female friends? Because you're definitely not for the girls, stupid bitch. Damn, that is straight out of the Bitter Single Mom Handbook. Overly edited profile pictures, lips blown up like balloons, Botox leaking out of her forehead, and she's telling me to get Botox? The delusion is off the charts. This is projection in its purest form. Angry, jealous, miserable women who cannot stand to see another woman win. She is so full of rage, she has to unload it on a stranger online. Imagine how she'll treat you. Fellas, listen closely. This is the kind of woman who will slash your tires, set your clothes on fire, punch herself in the face, then call the cops and try to get you arrested for domestic abuse. She doesn't need love. She needs a damn exorcism. This is not a red flag. This is a biohazard warning. Stay clear or she will drag you straight to hell with her.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What did you say?
How was the lie?
No, what did you say before that?
What?
What did you say before that?
I'm gonna take my walk.
Before that.
You want to do it?
Right.
What?
What did you expect me to say? I said no, but what did you expect me to say?
I never know. What difference does it make?
Well, it makes a lot of difference.
You're making a video.
Anyway, exciting times over here, just off the live and catching up with emails and TikToks. And anyway, that's what I get. You want to do it? Marriage 101. There you have it.
What a perfect example of what not to do in a marriage. This is a perfect example of a relationship that has no love. There's nothing like publicly shaming your partner, especially for something as outrageous as expressing his genuine desires to you. There are studies coming out estimating that up to 50% of married couples have sex less than once a month. Somewhere around 10 to 20% of them are having sex less than a few times a year. And to be honest, whenever I talk about these things with my wife, we cannot possibly wrap our minds around that. Because I don't know about you guys, but that's not what we signed up for. But this is what happens when you are a man without boundaries. This is what happens when you allow people to talk to you and treat you however they want to. And for those of you that think you're the better man, you're the bigger man for just being able to handle all of the abuse that you would take from your friends and your family and your loved ones, that doesn't make you good and it doesn't make you strong. It turns you into a victim of abuse and will always lead to you being in relationships like this. And the worst part about this that you're not taking into consideration is that you are showing your children what a relationship looks like. You are teaching your boys that this is what a marriage looks like. You are teaching your girls that this is how you treat a husband. And I'm only saying this because any of you who are using the excuse that you should stay in this marriage for the children, all you are doing is passing down a generational curse that will cause them the same, if not more pain than you are in right now. And I know you don't care much about yourself. That's why you allow everyone to use you and abuse you. But I hope you care about your children. If you've experienced this yourself and you're trying to figure out how to change, how to turn this around, and how to be better, man, come hang out with us. Come train with us and learn what it takes to go from a nice guy to a good, strong man. As always, stay strong, kings.
And modern women think stuff like this is funny, right? Making a fool out of the man, making the man to seem like a buffoon or, oh yeah, I wasn't going to give it to you anyway. These types of jokes, now I can see if it's a prank channel, but these types of jokes, modern women seem to do all the time. And some of it's not even a joke. Some of it's to embarrass their husband. Oh, my husband watched it and he was completely okay with it. Let me ask, if you were the one to have that done to you, how would you feel? And the answer is probably going to be, I wouldn't like that.
So you're allowed to say everything that's wrong with men, but if I want to say about something that I've seen that's wrong with women, because for so many reasons, from propaganda, from media, from what feminism has poisoned us with, and I'll say something like, I've seen women be horrible to me or to one another, and I've witnessed some demonic stories. And like I said, it's not that she's jealous, it's that she's envious and she wants to take away what you have, not because she wants it for herself, simply because she doesn't want to see you be happy. The concept of seeing someone else happy short circuits her brain. And I do think that women can be so vicious and so aggressive, and especially when it comes to gossip and reputation, that's their arsenal of choice, right? But I'm not allowed to say this. And it's not me painting a brush that all women are horrible. I've seen some gorgeous divine women, but 1 in a million. The majority is not so fine and dandy and great. But I'm not allowed to say this. They'll deem me as a pick-me or all these horrible things, or as a misogynist or a woman hater or whatever it is. But it's so easy in the same breath to say, but not all men, but always a man. I'll tell you what, not all women, but always a woman. There's always a woman in my comments. Always.
Do women need men?
No. Nigga, no. Fuck no. Not necessarily, but, you know, for something. Do women need men? Absolutely not.
Hell no.
No. No.
All I need is women. Independent clocking.
Okay.
I think they do. Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, but men need women also. I think we need each other.
My name Diamond.
We don't care. Let me tell you. We don't care.
A real woman need a man.
Yes.
Hold on. And a real man need a woman. They gonna pump you with propaganda. They gonna make you think you don't need no nigga. They gonna make you think you don't need no bitch. But that's just the way the world works. We need each other. Remember that. I would recommend that same advice to my daughter. Be a hoe. Live your life. Confidence is key. And regardless of what you do, there's like 7 billion people on this planet. So if not Toronto, there's another city for you, I promise.
Okay, would you recommend that same advice to your daughter?
For sure.
Yeah?
For sure. 1,000%. Is that me? Recommended that same advice. Is that me? No, 1,000%. Be confident.
Did you hear the other parts?
The 7 billion people?
And somehow the woman in the green dress watching got confused. Is that me? Am I saying that? Yeah, that's something that I would say. And somehow they don't get why men, with saying stuff like that and acting like that out on the street, they don't understand how men wouldn't believe them when they tell them their body count. Oh, it's just 5. Oh, okay. Psych. Times that, multiply that by 3. Oh, well, I deserve this, I deserve that. You don't deserve anything that has anything to do with class. You don't deserve anybody taking care of you with the way that you act. And this is why men ask you for your body count. This is why men ask you what you've been up to. Because y'all get online and y'all say, do this, do that, do this, do that. Oh, what does body count have to do with it? We're seeing it right now. Oh, go out there and sleep with a bunch of men. Oh, so undisciplined. Oh, okay, cool. So you still want me to buy you that $30,000 engagement ring? You still want that $30,000 to $40,000 wedding with all the bells and the whistles? You still want that expensive gown that makes you look majestic like a queen, but you're out on the street acting like, I'm not even gonna say, really?
Oh yeah? Well then why do men commit more often than women, huh? I'm like, I'm sorry, are you trying to like flex or make a point? I can tell you why men commit, but it's not gonna make you look any better. More men are mentally unstable than women. Yourself is the weakest thing you could do as a person. Why are you bragging about that? Why do you keep bringing that up? Do you want us to feel sorry for you? Do you want us to somehow take the blame? That's what it is. You want us to say, oh no, men hurt themselves so much, it must be something we're doing. You're knocking on the wrong door if that's what you're expecting from me. Go get some therapy, maybe take some medication, and try to work through your problems instead of just offing yourself when it gets too hard. And stop expecting women to take the blame for everything that you guys mess up. And maybe if you guys didn't spend so much time actively hating everything feminine, you could learn a thing or two from women about how to process your emotions without offing yourself. But we know you're not going to do
The fact that she's actually sitting on the internet saying that the weakest thing you can do is yourself while she's mocking people that felt so low, so sad, and so worthless that they deleted themselves off this planet is actually ironic. Ma'am, I think you just might be a fucking terrible person. Have you ever considered that? It's just crazy to me how we told men for years, well, just open up. Start talking about your emotions instead of hitting things. And then the moment they opened up, we turned it around on them and was like, oh, you want us to feel bad? What are men supposed to learn from somebody like you? Please enlighten me, ma'am. When women open up about themselves, especially women with borderline personality disorder, we are the most likely to have ourselves by the age of 27. It's like 60% of women who are diagnosed with BPD don't make it to 27. So when women open up about that, do you think it's acceptable for men to be like, oh, what are we supposed to do? We're just supposed to fix all your past trauma? Like, ma'am, you are an evil, vile human being. And the sad thing is that somebody is going to procreate with you. And that person may give you a son. Considering your son is going to be raised by a woman like you, there is a very good chance that your son will himself someday. And I'm not saying that to be ironic. I'm not saying that to be funny. I am purely saying that men take up the majority of this rate, and the main reason is because society doesn't give a shit about them. So if that man has a mother who doesn't give a shit about him, guess what? Hey, what about the mothers who lost their sons, or the wives that lost their husbands? You are looking at them and you're not just mocking their husbands, their sons, their brothers, their best friends. You're mocking them. What kind of message do you think that's sending them? Because I know you wouldn't dare look a woman in the face who lost a man she loved and say this shit. The saddest part to me is that it's always the good people that are offing themselves, not people like this.
And again, I say, the quiet game is a lost art form. Modern women don't know how stupid they sound, talking like they talk. Well, go ahead and get rid of yourself. We don't want you here anyway. Oh, maybe that'll teach you to do this or do that. Okay. It's going to be all fun and games when all that talking that you're doing is cool now until you actually need something. And of course, as life will teach you, you will need something. But unfortunately for you, what goes around comes around. So in your time of need, that time that you let go around, unfortunately for you, it's going to come around.
Because all I do is care for our fucking family and bust my ass off every fucking day. But I don't get a thank you or nothing. I don't get anything. All these dishes, all the cleaning, all the extra work that I do, nothing. Because it's not your way. You control every fucking situation in our lives. And I am fucking fed up and done.
Sounds like an unappreciative man. Instead of recording, you should have been trying to console him. Baby, men like to be appreciated and feel loved too. In relationships, it's a two-way street. So stop always taking and not giving. Don't be like these internet blockheads and lose your relationship. Girl, go in there and check on your man, because he sound like he been complaining about this shit for a long time and you still on that bullshit. So go handle your business, baby girl.
And here you're seeing modern women creating problems for men, then trying to put the phone down and record them like he's the problem, when the man is sitting there being vulnerable. Y'all wonder why men don't share things with you? The man is saying, I'm tired of doing all this stuff. I need you to put in more. I need you to give me more effort. And you talking about, oh, this is tame. Oh, tame like this is not the first time this has happened? Tame like he been telling you for a long, long time to help? Asking you for a long, long time to help? Modern women would have been and left. And women in the comments would have been and supported it. You know it's bad. Somebody said in the comments, you know it's bad when the women in the comments are agreeing with the man. I thought I saw a woman in the comments talking about, I'm sorry, sis, but you might be the problem. Exactly. And you've got the nerve to post this online.
Now, this is how much my dear sweet husband pays me for being at home.
So we have 3 home cooked meals a day for 3 children. That's priced at $120 a day for 365 days a year. So that gives us a total of $43,800. Then we have housekeeping and laundry services. This includes dishes, folding, scrubbing, and finding lost items. That gives us a flat annual rate of $25,000. And then we have toddler emotional regulation and crisis management. This includes tantrum control, sibling mediation, and snack diplomacy, and that's priced at $35,000. And then we have frustration fees. This includes repeating myself, cleaning up surprises, and surviving chaos on the daily. That gives us a total of $15,000. Then we have homeschool and early childhood education fees. I do homeschool our 2, 3, and 4-year-olds, and that's priced at $10,000 per child. That gives us $30,000 in tuition. And then we have newborn care and overnight services for the baby. That includes feeding, soothing, and 0 sleep for me. That's priced at $25,000. Then we have breastfeeding and on-demand nutrition plan. This is 24/7 meal service exclusive to one VIP client, and that's priced at $18,000. Then we have cleaning and sanitation department. That's toy management, mystery stains, and biohazard disposal, and that gives us a flat total of $20,000.
Some of y'all women gonna get mad at me today, so if you can't take constructive criticism, baby, keep on scrolling. Many of you women are not really what you think you're cracked up to be. Like, some of y'all are really not great people to be in relationships with. First things first, quit coming into relationships trying to make a man secure your insecurities. That's your job. If you lack confidence, if you have low self-esteem, if there's still trauma that you're operating in, if you're self-critical, if you're judgmental when it comes to yourself, if you blame yourself, if you're still operating in guilt and trauma and everything else, baby, that's for you to handle, not him. Respect his space. Like, stop becoming so preoccupied and hyper aware of what a man has going on. As soon as you see his mood is off a little bit, you start becoming overwhelming. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Let me tell you how men are. A lot of men, when they are going through stuff, they may end up withdrawing or retreating because they're trying to figure it out. They're not always upset at you. Their moods are not changing just because of you. People go through things in a way that men are. They don't express themselves as much as we do as women. It's okay. Give that man some space. Stop letting yourself go. Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean that you need to stop doing everything that you did in the beginning. If you always kept your skin together, your nails together, your lashes together, your hair done, your body was waxed up at the beginning, keep that same energy. Hold your end of the relationship. You cannot love a man the way you want to love him. If you study him, if you pay attention, if you actually listen, I guarantee you he would tell you how to love him. You cannot limit the way you love him to a love language. Stop nagging him all the time. It's perfect. Okay, quit always expressing your dissatisfactions. If you see he's putting in efforts in other places, please uplift those efforts. Acknowledge him. Show that you appreciate that. If it's something like a pet peeve, baby, compromise. I know a lot of women have a hard time compromising. Baby, you gotta find a middle ground. Sometimes it's just not worth you bringing up a dissatisfaction. A lot of you all just be nagging. You're pushing that man away. You can't read minds and you can't predict the future. So stop trying to interpret things and stop trying to jump to conclusions. Baby, it's not healthy. It's a distorted way of thinking, and it will kill your relationship.
And for a lot of these modern women, it goes beyond not understanding. It goes beyond like a lack of comprehension, and it slides over into I don't want to comprehend. It slides over into I'm not looking to understand. I'm looking for him to do what I want him to do, how I want him to do it. And men are tired of that.
Yo, y'all are like the prettiest girls I've seen out here tonight. Like 4 of y'all should be models for sure.
Which one?
Yeah. Y'all can figure that out. But the Civil War. Those.
I'm about to be like, babe, my car broke down just to see what you're gonna do. Okay. Are you gonna come and get me? Are you gonna? Because if not, why am I giving it to you?
Cause you wanna f me. Like,
I got toys all in the closet.
Nah, check me out, cuz personally, I'm not laying down with no woman that I wouldn't see about. However, I know what type of I'm bringing to the bedroom. So with that being said, it ain't just you giving to me, beloved. I done broke that down every time you came over here. No, this not toxic. If is what you giving to me and I'm giving good back, then that just equaled out that part of the transaction. So if you down bad, because my thing is this, y'all got a whole song that the DJ can drop the beat on, and y'all say in unison that broke boys don't deserve no.
I
Beloved, if you over there struggling, done fell behind on your bills, I'm taking my dick and I'm going home. I'm going home. I did my job. I don't owe you else.
Oh my God.
Unless that's what we got going on, I don't owe you nothing else.
And that's exactly what needs to be said. Too many times, modern women act like them giving a man some is just a one-way transaction. Oh, I really didn't get nothing out of it. Oh, this didn't happen, that didn't happen. Don't act like you wasn't lusting for that man. Don't act like you ain't been fiending for that man this whole entire time. Oh, well, he was sympathy because I felt sorry for him. Oh, you felt sorry for yourself too, because you was feeling it too. Your body felt sorry for yourself too, because you definitely wanted it. The way you was all over him. Modern women, they like to act cool. They act, oh, I don't want it. So they can deny. Oh, well, it was really you that wanted me more than. They so silly. They always want a leg up instead of just being in the moment. They always want to hold or get a one up on you for some reason. It's weird.
The procedure went great. Extraction went great. You just cannot open your mouth or talk for the next hour. Maybe 2 hours. You can't talk or open your mouth for up to 5 hours. No talking, no nothing open. For the next 24 hours, no talking. And you can never talk. No more talking. Just no more talking at all ever again, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Pero mole, no hay pedo, mi gente. Yo me rifo, ustedes me aclamaron. Y yo me rifo por el equipo. En tiempos de guerra, cualquier hoyo es trinchera.
The reason 50-50 is a dumb idea is because I can't split labor pains with you. I gotta let the doctor cut me open, split me open. I gotta go through all that traumatic experience by myself. I can't tell that man, you know what? You lay on this table and you let the doctor cut you open. Or you push. Open both of your legs and I want you to push. Don't stop pushing. You know what that man gonna tell me? You were created to give life. God created your vessel to nurture. So if God created me to give life, what did he create you to do? Provide and protect. And so because I know my birthright, I'm not going to allow a man to destiny swap with me. I'm not going to allow a man to live a soft feminine life. That is my birthright. Your birthright is to be a leader, a ruler, a protector, a provider. And when you are those things, I will submit to you. I will respect you. I will honor you. I will value your opinion. I will listen to you. But you can't get my respect trying to be in my pockets, because I'm going to pull my weight. I'm not going to ask for help when it's time for labor and delivery. I'm going to do what I got to do to push your seed in the earth, to keep your last name living for generations to come. I'm going to do my part. So I want to ask you as a man, are you going to do your part? Are you going to provide, protect, or lead? Because if you can't do that, you can't access a woman like me. And women, you have to stop giving children to men who cannot create a safe place for your femininity to thrive. I need all my ladies to comment below and say, I know my birthright. Come on. Comment below and say, I know my birthright. You can't trick me out of it. You can't destiny swap with me. You can't convince me. No. I know what I was created to do. And I'm not asking for your help when it's time to do my part. So I need you to pull your weight and be a man and stop being weak. Any man who is jealous of a woman's birthright, he is feminine and sassy.
Again, I see what you're saying. I know where you're coming from. I really do. I really, really do. But this has nothing to do with 50-50. Once again, I hate to keep on bringing this up, but ask all of those brothers that went to World War I and World War II. What about Desert Storm? What about Vietnam? What about all the brothers that went over to Iraq? Just sitting over there. What happened? Killed in combat. Oh, just something hit the compound and he didn't even know about it. Oh, went on a routine mission. Just riding around. Got ambushed. Interesting. That's really interesting. Why don't you ask him what he feels about 50-50? Oh, wait. Silly me. You can't. Because he's dead. He's dead. He sacrificed his life. His life. So you can sit up here talking stupid. So maybe we need to modify it a little bit and say, maybe you need to be paying me. Maybe it's the least that you can do is carry something for 9 months. Push out something, which is painful. It's very painful. It's a very stressful event. Maybe it's not so bad to go through, 5-6 years, maybe even 18 years of struggle and turmoil and toiling with a child. Because that man that you're saying he don't get no access to your body, he don't have 18 years. He don't. Some of the brothers had, they had 18 years. 18 years. Some of them even younger. Their lives are gone. What are you talking about right now? Y'all always try to make it seem like y'all's life is a lot harder. What you have to go through is a lot worse. Until you do this, until you do that, I'm not doing anything. We're both on an equal playing field. There's things that I have to do. There's things that you have to do. Y'all are always trying to bargain to not do what you're supposed to be doing. Period. Just do what you're supposed to be doing and shut up. Nobody wants to keep on hearing that. Be quiet.
I was on a platform, on a relationship panel thing. It was a big platform. And the cast and I got into this huge thing because I was saying that I don't even care if this man is your husband. You do not ever get 100% because the 5 to 10% is the shovel you're going to need to dig yourself out when shit go left. And all the men on that stage was like, can I not pay 100% of the bills? Can I not do this? And I said to the women, I pray you meet a man that doesn't require 100% of you. Okay. Because that 5 to 10%, when you want to go to fucking Pilates, when you want to work out, when you want to pivot and try a new career, when you want to say, hey, I don't want to fucking work no more and I want to be, that's the 5 to 10% that you keep to yourself so that you have wherewithal, because women are incubators. Okay. Women will give you double back what you, and women need more space. Listen, women need way more space than men need to be able to pivot through life. Right. And I pray that all women listening to this meet a man that doesn't require all of you. He wants you to keep that and recharge.
And again, with the way that they say it, they make it seem like it makes sense, but it doesn't. Just give me, let me have 5% to myself. Just 1%. I know you going 100%. That's the bare minimum. You should be going 110%. Sue me, I'm just a girl. You should be going 110%. But for me, can I get 1% off? I really need 5. I really need, if you can give me 5, then I'll give you 95% in the relationship. So while this man is giving 110%, that's the standard for you. At least that's a bare minimum. That's a bare minimum, 110%. That means he's working a lot. He's doing whatever he needs to do. Remember that woman said something to the effect of, why are you sleeping in? My dad was always up doing something. My dad was up at 4 o'clock in the morning doing something. You know, when people are up at 4 o'clock in the morning and always doing something throughout the day, they're usually great. They usually get paid a lot of money. You think about the athletes like Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, those people who get up and start working out early in the morning. Man, by the time I do this, I get time to do this. I got time to do this. I got time to think. Those are usually pretty successful people because they get a lot more work done. So if you have somebody that's super successful, then that means that you're telling them they have to be ultra successful while you don't even really give your all. As a matter of fact, a lot of you women, Kevin Samuel said, do you want to work to pay a significant portion of the bills? No. So you want to contribute about 30% to the relationship. I think he said something about finances, but 30% to the relationship. Yeah, that would be kind of ideal. So you're telling me that a man needs to give 110% while you give 30%. There's another woman that said, men usually start out at 100% in the relationship, giving 100%, while women usually start out giving 0%. And over time, the woman gives more and more to the relationship as she begins to trust the man. So you're telling me that you start off not giving any effort, and the man gives all the effort, and then over time, you adjust it incrementally until you get to 100? Meanwhile, we don't know the timeline for your adjustments, so that man could have been given 90 to 100% for 5 to 10 years, while you're still stuck at, to give you some grace, 10 to 20%? Who do you think you are?
If I tell you to leave me alone, and you leave me alone, you're legit dead to me. Like, I can't believe you fucking could do that. That's crazy. Like, I was legit talking to a guy, and I said, I don't think we should speak anymore. And he goes, okay, haven't heard from him in 5 days. Wow, that was too easy. The fact that your life just went on like that, like I was nothing.
My audience is mostly women, but I still think that this is a really important topic to touch on. Earlier this year, my friend took his own life. And it was one of those things that shocked everyone. Because from the outside, he seemed like the happiest, most easygoing person. I have a twin brother, I worked in a firehouse, I've grown up around a lot of men. And I've seen how often they're told to stay quiet, to push it down, to just be strong, instead of be vulnerable. Because of being in that environment, I had started to learn those same traits. Then I learned that laughing it off or staying silent doesn't help. If anything, it makes it harder for people to speak up. We need to create space for people to feel safe to be real and messy and vulnerable. Safe to be soft, or safe to say that I don't have it all together, or safe to say that I'm not okay. We never know who's carrying something heavy, even the ones who seem the happiest.
Women have no emotional intelligence. The reason that as women we want to believe we have emotional intelligence is because we are emotional. The fact that we are highly emotional is actually the biggest indicator that we have very low emotional intelligence, because being emotional is having no control over our emotional state. High emotional intelligence is the ability to be pragmatic, to see things realistically, and to make choices and respond to life not from an emotional place. It's the ability to be in control of our emotional state and operate in life from that place.
All these little girls are like, my boyfriend's a narcissist. I'm like, no, he's not. No, he's not.
They're throwing that word around left and right.
Yeah. And I told him why. And everyone went, oh. I said, if you're dating a narcissist, you will not post on social media you're dating a narcissist, because he'll come for you. Mentally, physically, financially, he's going to come for you. You will not have that video up. So if you say I'm dating a narcissist, guarantee you he's not. And everyone kind of came at me and I'm like, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. So it's like people get into that. Like just arguing on social media becomes an addiction. Like they look forward to who they're going to fight with. And I'm like, really?
The chaos.
Yeah.
Like it's not, you can't live like that. It's not a man. I mean, you can, but it's just a torturous lifestyle.
Well, it is because you're looking at it from the outside. Most people that are doing it have trauma, and chaos is normal. So they don't have the chaos at work, or they don't have the chaos in their relationship. So they're going, I'm uncomfortable. So I'm going to create chaos. So now I feel comfortable. Where can I do that? Where can I be a keyboard commando? Facebook, right? Somebody posts a beautiful picture there in Cancun and you're going, how'd you have money for Cancun? What are you doing there? Why? Because you want to start something. Then that person answers you and now you're like, okay, you say something snarky and you block them and you're like, I won. And you get this dopamine rush, right? And that poor person is trying to answer you going, they blocked me. Now they can't answer. Now they are frustrated. So now you like have this ping pong of this negative energy. It's like, what, and we're looking at it going, that's so stupid. But they're both getting this push-pull energy off of it.
Yeah.
And then that person who can't answer gets upset. And then maybe they lash out at someone else. And then that person lashes out. It's just this like trickle down chaos.
It's just like doing drugs. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing.
A lot of these women don't know how to regulate their emotions. They don't want to regulate their emotions. They're going to therapy and the therapist has told them how to regulate their emotions, how to be disciplined, how to be social, a healthy amount of social. This is how you act around people. This is how you act in relationships. And they don't want to do it. That's the long and short of it. They don't want to be held responsible. They don't want to be held accountable. They don't want to do any of that. I want to say what I want to say. I want to wear what I want to wear. I want to go and do whatever I want to go and do. And nobody should be able to tell me anything about it. That's what I'm looking for in my life. I'm looking for a man that's strong enough to allow me to do whatever I want to do, however I want to do it, whenever I want to do it, and not say anything about it. He's got to be comfortable in his masculinity to allow me to go out there and make a plumb stone cold fool of him. Guess what? Newsflash. Men don't like that. Newsflash. Most people, men and women included, don't like that. Y'all don't like that. Y'all don't like when people make a fool out of you. When you go out and put your word out on the line for somebody and they string you along and they do you dirty and then they make a liar out of you. So why would you think that you can go out here doing whatever you want to do, saying whatever you want to say? You guys are weird, man. I'm telling you. Weird loser behavior. These modern women just out here doing whatever they want, saying whatever they want, trying to be whoever they want, and don't want a man to hold them accountable. Just let me say whatever I want about you. Just let me make this world, this social media, believe whatever I want them to about you. Just let me do it. I know they're going to be trying to get you fired from your job. I know they're going to be trying to ruin your business, going to be trying to take your clientele, but don't worry about it. You're a man. You can build back up. You have a strong back.